The Lord of the Rings is funny, and I'm not talking about the movies, though they have their moments. I'm talking about the books, and I don't think it's talked about enough. So I want to share some of my favorite moments, and if it's not clear already, spoiler warning. The presents from Bilbo Baggins to his various relations is one of my favorite moments. After Bilbo has gone off, Frodo is left to manage the aftermath, and part of that is giving out gifts that had been left by Bilbo for certain people. Some gifts, like Gaffer Gamgee's, are really good. He got 2 sacks of potatoes, a new spade, a woolen waistcoat, and a bottle of ointment for creaking joints. Other gifts are a bit more pointed, for Adelard took, for his very own, from Bilbo, on an umbrella. Adelard had carried off many unlabeled ones, and my favorite of the bunch, for the collection of Hugo Bracegirdle from a contributor on an empty bookcase. Hugo was a great borrower of books, and worse than usual at returning them. And as funny as these are, it also does a wonderful job of building up what we know of Bilbo and who he is. He's generous, he's blunt, and he likes a good laugh. Much like another character who turns out is a good friend of Bilbo's. Aragorn, son of Arathorn. When at the Prancing Pony, Butterbur tells Frodo he doesn't think it's wise or safe to take up with a ranger, and Aragorn hits back with, "Then who would you take up with?" asks Strider, a fat innkeeper who only remembers his name because people shouted at him all day. Butterbur is a worthy man in his own way, but man does he take it from Aragorn and Gandalf in the books. Good old Gandalf. Based on memes, you'd think his favorite word is either took or fool, and to be fair, Gandalf yelling the word fool is always a good time. My favorite time is one that only gets funny on a reread. When Frodo runs to the high seat at Amon Hen, he ends up in a struggle with the Eye, and another power. He heard himself crying out, "Never, never," or was it "Verily I come to you"? He could not tell. Then as a flash, from some other point of power came to his mind another thought. Take it off, fool, take off the ring. With the two powers striving against each other, Frodo is able to find his own will and escape the struggle. On the first read-through, I'm grateful Frodo escaped, but was also left wondering about this second power. Later in Fangorn, we find out the second power is Gandalf, now reborn, stepping in to help Frodo. On every reread, it makes a tense moment very funny, as I can now hear Gandalf's voice as he berates Frodo for putting on the ring, even when he's in struggle with powers far beyond him. I don't want to share too many moments because I think it's fun to discover more when you read the books yourself, or listen to them. I recommend Rob Inglis on Audible, but there's also Andy Serkis. A lot of people love his. Isn't it great to have choices? The last one I'll share is from when Frodo and Sam are trying to make their way through the Emyn Muil and attempt to climb down. Frodo goes first and ends up getting stuck and proclaims nothing can be done without rope. "Rope," cried Sam, talking wildly to himself in his excitement and relief. "Well, if I don't deserve to be hung on the end of one as a warning to numbskulls. You're naught but an any hammer, Sam Gamgee. That's what the gaffer said to me often enough, it being a word of his. Rope." Turns out, Sam has some of the rope they got in Lorien, and understandably totally forgot about it till now. Sam has some of the best little lines and sayings in the whole book, and there are many more from other characters. Lord of the Rings is talked about a lot when it comes to world building and story and character, but the humor is just another beautiful piece of the story Tolkien created. What are some of your favorite moments? Spoiler warning. I can't say the word spoiler. What the heck?